Welcome to Paper and Moose. Eek, what is this truck doing? Don't hit my car. You never know what's going to happen here at the channel. Today is Goodwill Outlet Day. I'm at the bins ready to dig and see what wonderful things we can find down in the deep blue sea of blue bins. So let's get in there and see what treasures we can find at Goodwill. Welcome back, everyone. Back to the bins. What a shocker. And what a shock to find this little guy. It's a vintage little Valentine figure. Bendable arms, bendable tail, right in my bag. You go. So back to see what this plastic blue sea has to offer. Thank goodness that thing wasn't a knife, because that would not have been pleasant. I found this piece and I thought, well, what is it? What could it be? So I put it aside, and thankfully I actually found the other piece that went to it, I believe, in a whole different bin. So if you ever find something that should have a match or something to go with it, just keep looking, because you just might find it. I had found Beetlejuice. I was excited to find this DVD. These were items that I had already pulled out of the bins. Doesn't look that scratched up. Probably cost me only a couple cents. Great movie. Also found a little card with a couple of pages. Kind of reminds you of Daffy Duck. This was laying on the top. This is huge. To fold this, I actually had to put it on the floor. I love the print. Very Peter Max style. It was in great shape. No rips or tears. And it actually still had the tag on it from when it was purchased at the linen store. Good find. There's Derek Jeter. He's hiding out in the bins. Just some mishmash, a little axe cookie cutter, if you ever need one of those. Another little gingerbread cookie cutter. This one was broken. So I've already found 2 cookie cutters, which usually means there has to be more of them in the bin. I would love to go in the back room and see how this whole thing actually works. I think that'd be fun and also insightful. Maybe give me some tips. And more cookie cutters. I believe this is Santa Claus. So I just kept looking because I figured there's got to be a decent amount. We have some red cars. Those cardboard bricks, they're there almost every time I go there. I guess no one wants them anymore. A lot of DVDs, and oh, I kicked that one out. I was looking to see what that was. It was the top of a music box, but Mr. Gingerbread Man. We'll grab him too. Computer case. I think there's that was like a glass case. Dartboard. I don't know if purchasing that would be cheaper than buying one at the store. I think it would be, even though it is by the pound. This brought back so many memories. I really wish I would have bought some of the CDs, but the CDs that I wanted, the insert was there, but the CD wasn't. I mean, this was like the exact same case that I had filled with CDs. I don't know how much that would have cost if I would have purchased the whole thing, but again, the market on CDs is just not there. Britney Spear, oh, is that Jewel or Britney Spears? Britney Spears had that documentary, so she might be hot again. This was a Girl Scouts. This was in my bag. I had put these aside so I could look at them later. A bunch of records. These were in rough shape. And I looked each one up and they weren't worth anything. Sometimes the most obscure record from an obscure label could be worth a decent amount of money. There were actually some from the show Romper Room. I used to watch that show all the time. I loved it. I didn't get any of the CDs though. This was a neat find. Epcot Center. They have changed Epcot. The look of it is different, so people are collecting some of the older ones. This owl was so cute, but again, not worth much. His eyes opened and showed the time. That would be a neat collector piece for someone that does like owls or older toys. And look at this, the Magic 8 Ball. Classic. I forget what question I asked it, but it told me no. Or highly doubtful. And so I asked it another question and I got yes. Another successful day for me at the bins. Confession, this was actually the second part of my previous trip to the bins. When I go to the bins, because I am there for so long, I like to be able to make 2 videos out of one trip. This way, the excitement of what I find is broken up and you all don't get bored looking in the bins. So the other half of my day there was really good. I found more of the Halloween and Christmas cutouts. I'll just show you one. This lady, isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? So another witch cutout. As you can see, there's no tape on her. You know, of course, to the back there is some damage, but you know, this would be easy enough to hang up once again. You just get the little suction cup hooks. There you go. She's in really nice shape. Great piece of Halloween decor. I got that. Some Valentine little find was this little guy. To my Valentine, it is a little mouse. It has a styrofoam head covered in like a fabric. All new material, Japan sticker on the bottom, so it is vintage. This was a fun find. You know, I enjoy finding just these little bits and pieces at the bins. And as I've said before, a lot of times it's just about being able to rescue these items versus having them go in the trash, get broken. So this was fun. I then found, at some point I found all sorts of vintage metal cookie cutters. There were an array of them, some older, some newer. I think that's supposed to be Santa and his pack, I think. Same with this. I think so. I even found a little axe one, so that was fun. And then I found some larger ones. There was a gingerbread man. We have the angel. And again, Santa classic. So I probably picked up maybe 8 to 10 of them. I most likely will have them in the Etsy shop. If I don't have them up by now, I will get them up, or maybe they've sold already. I'm not sure. So those are really fun. Again, you know, lightweight. You don't spend that much at the bins unless you're buying really bulky, heavy items or a lot of clothes. Otherwise, you know, these cost you a couple of cents, and it's a lot cheaper than buying them at the, say, flea market. Because at the flea market, I'm guessing some of these would be priced individually, anywhere between $2 to $5, or they might be grouped, you know, all 4 of these for, you know, I don't know how much. I mean, some vendors might even charge $10 for one, which I wouldn't pay. This is fun. You know, they're great classic cookie cutters versus the plastic ones that we have today. I got those. And other metal news, I got this. What was great about this find is actually it was not found together. Let me see if I can get this apart. I think you go this way and then this way. It was found separate. This was in, I think, they even may have been in 2 different bins. So luckily I grabbed both pieces. So this fits in here like that. This goes in here, and it is a mouli product, a mouli grater made in France, and it's to grate cheese. These can sell anywhere between $10 to $20 on eBay. I think it all depends on the look and the color of the handle and the paint condition on the handle as well. Some people, for their kitchen decor, they collect the vintage, you know, metal kitchen utensils, and they buy it based on the color of the handles. There are greens, yellows, reds, so they buy based just on that. So, fun fact. This was neat, you know, an older piece. There was an older man that saw me take it. He's like, oh, if so-and-so was here, he would definitely grab that. That's an antique. He's like, that's a good find. I found this. Beetlejuice. It's still in there. I don't think it was scratched up that much. This is a great movie. I love it. Michael Keaton was really good. I remember when they made this into a cartoon for kids. So, love this movie. I think I have it on VHS somewhere, but I don't have a VHS player readily available, so this will be nice to have. This would be great Halloween costumes, which I think many people have done. And at Universal Studios, they have someone walking around as Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. I'll save the most interesting find for last, I think. Then for myself, I found a pair of Levi Strauss overalls or coveralls. They've never been worn. They were $17. But I actually put these on over my jeans when I was at the bins, and I think they're going to fit rather well. A viewer did send me a pair, but they were just a tad too big. But those would be good for when I'm layering up at the flea market. But I really wanted a pair for spring and for summertime. So I'm really excited that I found these there. And they were just sitting on the top. I think someone else had found them and then probably looked them up and thought it's not worth me selling them, and then just put them right on top. So thank you to whoever did that, because I was excited to find them. Now, the heaviest find of the day, but I think the neatest, was this vintage fabric. It has a very Peter Max kind of feel to it. I think almost also Sgt. Pepper's Beatles feel to it too. It's circus print. I did take a look online. I think I typed in Peter Max circus fabric, and this exact same fabric came up on, it was an image to Etsy, but when I clicked on it, it didn't go to the Etsy page where it's listed. So I have no idea. It doesn't say Peter Max anywhere, but to me, it just really gives off that vibe. This, again, was on top. I think someone looked at it and decided, you know what, I don't want it. I don't like clowns. But the colors are so vibrant. It has the tag here. It says ever fast guarantee. And I believe it says yards, 5 1/8, 48 inches wide. Price per yard, $1.69. What's really funny is that's probably what I paid. That's what I paid. I think that, again, I always forget if the bins are $1.69 or $1.49, but regardless, what the price was then, I paid probably equivalent to it. Oh no, that's wrong, because it's by the pound. Never mind. But anyway, I dislike selling fabric because I really hate measuring. But since this is already measured, I think we're just going to go with that. So this will most likely, again, be in the Etsy shop at some point. I'm not going to cut it down. I have no desire to do that. I'd rather just sell it as one piece. Maybe someone can make some fun curtains, sheets, do something really cool with it. But I couldn't leave it. The colors to me are what really drew me in, and the condition. I think it's just a great piece of vintage fabric. And that was it. So that's really good. Another good day. Found some vintage holiday. Beetlejuice. He was hiding out there. Some cookie cutters and those overalls for myself, which I'm really excited about. I say it again and again, and I'll say it again. You never know what you're going to find in the bins, and that's what makes it so much fun. You know, sometimes you come out better than if you go to the flea market. And in my opinion, I definitely do better than if I go to the thrift store. So, but, you know, in a couple days, if I go back, when I go back, it could be a pretty dry day for me, or I could come back with, you know, more bags and more bags. We'll just see. It's a gamble, right? So thank you for watching. Stay tuned. I will hopefully have an estate sale video coming up if I make it to the sale. Fingers crossed. I have to figure out how far ahead of the sale opener I'm going to wait in line. Especially now, it makes it a little bit harder, because before, when they would let, you know, 20 people, 25 people in at a time, especially in a large home, it's now, you know, 10 people, which I can understand. I'm not complaining about that, but that kind of is in the back of your mind when you're planning on going to these things, because you have to figure, you know, if you show up right when the sale starts, you're not going to get in right away. You're going to have to wait. So do you want to wait then, wait before, wait after? Who knows? But I'm excited to see what we can find there. It looks pretty good. Fingers crossed. And what else? Perhaps the flea market and an auction. The weather's getting nicer out, thankfully. So yeah, stay tuned for all those adventures, and you never know what else might just pop up. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you all next time.